Over a decade ago, I started writing and producing music on my laptop, but I never really shared it with the world because I kind of was just too scared about what other people might think. Now today, on streaming services alone, I've released over 65 songs, but if we include free distribution sites like SoundCloud and YouTube, the number creeps up well over 200. But over time, and as you'll see throughout this video, I've adopted different tactics to help me remove that fear and start sharing. So what is the first part to this formula? Well, back in 1965, a songwriter was trying to complete a song he originally titled Scrambled Eggs. He thought the song was good, but that may have already been done before, so he paused on it before finishing up the lyrics. But after going back to it, he knew that there was something really special about the song, even though the other band members just thought the song was too soft. Now, today, it's the fourth most successful song of all time in terms of paid royalties. That song is Yesterday by the Beatles. To start off our formula, we need to have your belief in the song, just like Paul did with Yesterday. Do you have something you've written that you think is good, regardless of what other people might think? When I first started writing songs, there just were a number of songs that I fell in love with personally, but I just got derailed from that feeling because of what other people thought of it. How terrible is that? Like, how many beautiful songs have not been released because of those feelings? So if you have a song you believe in, then you're on the right track to complete the formula. So let's take an example of something you might be working on in Logic. It could be totally as simple as a guitar part with a vocal or piano. Oftentimes, my students in Logic Pro think that they need to have an enormous production for a song to be really good, but that's just simply not true. Think of Yesterday, it was like a very slim production. All you need to do is reach your goodness barometer that says the song feels right to you. So here's a song that I wrote last year and always liked it, but just was turned off of it because of other people's opinions and what they thought.
Flying through the New York City rain, caging lightning bolts from hurricanes. I need your love, I need your love.
So let's push on to the second part of the formula. One of my favorite movies of all time has to do with a man living in a manufactured reality, and for most of his life, he doesn't even know it. But one of his biggest breakthroughs comes when he chooses to leave the safety of his current world for the unknown. Now, how does your music compare to this blockbuster hit, The Truman Show? Well, when you have the first part of the formula in a song you believe in, the safest thing to do is just not release it, right? Because when you do release it and put it out in the world, then you open up yourself to criticism. Be it positive or negative, it's going to happen either way, whether you like it or not. It's much safer not to release your music, but you just miss out on a world you might never know completely existed. The second part of this formula is just trusting the unknown. You need to trust that the process of releasing your music will eventually provide you with the growth and fulfillment that you've been looking for. It's way easier said than done, and I know it's scary at first, but the freedom and potential you unlock here are far greater than just playing it safe. You don't want to wake up in a decade from now and just notice that all your beautiful music is just collecting dust on a hard drive. And if you don't, then you won't get the sense of joy and fulfillment that comes from sharing it with others, and you risk all your music just falling on deaf ears. With the music I write today, I make it a point to try and find a home for every song, even if I'm going to release it myself, or I can give it to someone else to release. Now, let's get tactical for a second here and talk about just a couple different ways that you can ease into the world of releasing music. There are free distribution sites like SoundCloud and YouTube, and then there are paid distribution sites to get on streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music. The question you must ask yourself is, how big of a chance do you want to give your music? The actual part of distributing your music is it's kind of like putting a message in a bottle and sending it out to sea. Every time you release a song, you're giving it a chance for someone to find it. If you release your song only on SoundCloud, you're not giving the song the best chance because you're missing out on listeners on Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal and all the other ones too. So ask yourself, how big of a chance do you want to give your song? By answering this question, this is going to guide you to know where to release your music. For my music, I personally like to find the biggest reach, so I'm always looking to release my music on all the platforms. Now, here's a cool thing that I did at the beginning to soften my self-doubt and ease my way into the world of distribution. I created an alias YouTube account and started releasing my music there. An alias means you could call it anything and no one knows it's actually you. It's a safer route to distributing your music because you're safeguarding yourself against any criticism. Now, I know this is hypocritical to what I was just saying, but it's an option for you if you're struggling with it, and it could just be a way for you to ease into the world of music distribution, kind of like just dipping your toes a little bit into it. For example, one of my Alias accounts at the beginning was called Polaris Beats. It's kind of laughable looking at it now, but it was a profile that just kept me accountable to releasing one song per week, and it just helped me get a lot better, and I wasn't worried about what anyone thought about it. Until now, I guess. Okay, so the fourth part of our formula is the most important. It's what holds everything together. Without it, the formula kind of just falls apart like a house of cards that is ready to crash down. One of the greatest artists of all time only sold one painting during his lifetime. Unfortunately, he died before he ever received global recognition and praise for his work. Van Gogh was deeply misunderstood, but he kept painting day in and day out. It's such an important reminder that our work, like our art, just might not be appreciated right away, but that doesn't mean that it lacks value. I hope that our songs can be recognized before we leave the earth, but how extreme of an example this is to keep going and repeat the process. I literally have a framed sheet of paper that says, "Just keep building," which I wrote in 2019, and I haven't looked back since. Getting over your self-doubt and finally actually releasing your music is way easier said than done, and I realize that. So if you're struggling to build your skill set or find that song you truly want to stand behind, then I suggest watching this video right here to learn the Simple Logic Pro formula that changed everything for me. This has really shifted the way I think about creating music, and because of it, I managed to create multiple songs every week.